KAVALAN Solist Vinho Barrique Taiwanese single malt whiskey. What's it like? Should this be on your list? Stay tuned for the Whiskey Whistle. Ni hao ma, my whiskey friends. Mark here at Whiskey Whistle on YouTube, sharing a little whiskey awesomeness from Winnipeg, the center of North America, bringing you KAVALAN Solist Vinho Barrique. This is the 2015 World's Best Single Malt Whiskey from the World Whiskies Awards in 2015, and it took the world by storm. Starting back about 2010, they started winning awards. They started winning blind tastings, and it just exploded. This wasn't even their first award. They also won, I believe, Best Asian Whiskey, maybe the year previous or the 2 years previous. This has become probably the most famous wine-matured, ex-wine cask matured whiskey on the planet. Now, beautiful bottling. This is 56.3% ABV, and if you're not familiar with the Solist range, these are all cask strength, single cask bottlings from KAVALAN. And you may think that they're no age statement, but they are vintaged. So when you're looking at that and you see it's got a little number right there, and that tells you the bottling date. This one says W130116. W means wine cask, vino. Okay, so vino, wine, that's W. 13 is the year of distillation, 2013. And then 0116, January 16th. So that's really cool. The rest tells you about the particular cask, etc. And then on the back of the label, this will be hard for you to see, but it lists the bottling date. And this is 2019, April 24th at 10:07 in the morning. So, therefore, this is 6 years, 3 months, and 8 days old. Now that is exactly the amount of information we want from a distillery. Well done. I'm going to give it a preemptive malt hug. Oh! And a malt kiss. Okay, I know that's silly. I like doing it. And join in, have some fun. You know what? It's all for fun, right? Okay, so we're going to pour that into my Glencairn glass. This was another selection from the Winnipeg Whiskey Club, February leap year, leapfrog day. And I think for almost everybody, this was either the number 2, and for a few people, this was number 1 for the night. So, interesting. That should do it. Just a little pour. And another thing to note is that this also is here in Canada thanks to Truth Malters. So they are the sole importer for KAVALAN in Canada. So again, if you happen to be the liquor board, or if you happen to be a liquor store and you want to get KAVALAN whiskey, maybe you follow Whiskey Whistle and you think, what does Mark like? I like this. I do. I like it a lot. So get some. All right? Contact Truth Malters. And I tell you what, if you're a store and you're not getting KAVALAN in, the people in your neighborhood are getting their KAVALAN somewhere else, and you're losing out. Okay, so just get it in. So anything else to note? KAVALAN Distillery in Taiwan. The region is Yilan County. I should say a quick thank you, wish him all the best, and say goodbye to Ian Chang, Chang in Chinese and Korean and Japanese, Chang for the rest of the Western world. But anyway, so Ian Chang, the master blender, was he also the master distiller, master blender for KAVALAN, worked directly with Jim Swan, the late Jim Swan. And he's left. He has moved on to different things, and said his goodbyes on Facebook that I read. So a quick thank you. All the best to you, Ian Chang, good luck. If you come to Canada, you come to Winnipeg for some reason, look me up, okay? Come and hang out with me, and Winnipeg Whiskey Club will treat you right. Should I make him an honorary member? I think I will. Wouldn't that be cool? Well, as the president and founder of the Winnipeg Whiskey Club, to Ian Chang, I pronounce you a lifetime honorary member of the Winnipeg Whiskey Club. And should you be in Winnipeg, you will get to join us anytime you like. You just come and enjoy yourself and tell us some stories, and we'd love to have you. So to Ian Chang, the newest member of the Winnipeg Whiskey Club, I say cheers to you. Cheers. All the best. All right, so let's check out the color of this creation of Ian Chang's KAVALAN Solist Vinho Barrique. What do you see there for color? Very dark, isn't it? They started using Portuguese casks, hence the name Vinho Barrique. They don't have enough of them though, so they source their whiskey, their barrels from elsewhere, possibly from USA, possibly from Spain or wherever, France. This is one shade below mahogany, just slightly lighter in color to the Kilkerran 8-year-old Richar Oloroso. Now, interesting to talk about Richar. The cask for Vinho Barrique, especially and only Vinho Barrique, go through what is called an STR process, which I forget what the T means. I believe it is strip, toast, and rechar. So they take away some of the highly soaked bit of oak that's soaked with the wine, and then they toast it, and then they rechar it. And what that does is allows some new oak to be revealed, and also allow a little bit of, just enough of the wine content that is soaked more deeply into the wood to intermingle with the spirit as it's aging. So anyway, well, let's get on to the nose. If I had to say, it smells like just the midpoint of virgin oak and sherry oak. Ooh, it's very, 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 very spirit-led, hitting my nose quite sharply. So you have to take very, very light sniffs. And now I'm getting all kinds of red berries. And I'm also getting this kind of really sweet, sugary, virgin oak type of a note. Lots of vanilla, lots of cinnamon-esque notes, but big vanilla. Some sweet lemon candy. Strawberries dipped in lemon and then dipped in sugar. And a little bit of something like Fun Dip. You know, the candy, Fun Dip, Willy Wonka's Fun Dip. I think it's owned by Nestle now. Everything's owned by Nestle. KAVALAN do not sell to Nestle. Now, a little bit restrained on the nose neat here. And a little bit spirit-led, and it kind of prickles my nose a little bit. But you have to go really gently. So interestingly, this is 56.3% ABV. That Roquefort Coriol White Port cask, 65%. And this seems stronger to my nose. Slight menthol note. Like a mint dark chocolate. Okay, the palate. Cheers. palate, however, is flawless. Easy to put on your palate. Gentle, warming. It's not sharp. And chocolatey. Dark chocolate. Strawberry jam. A little bit of Manuka honey. Some spice on the palate. A little bit of cinnamon. Fresh cinnamon. Some ginger candy. Rolling it around in my mouth, it is a little bit dry, astringent. And the finish is sweet, fruity, vanilla. Those red fruits. Some lingonberry. Swedish berries. The gummy candy. Relatively long finish. Great. Really enjoying that. Now, I have had Vinho Barrique before. I have not reviewed it yet. This is the first time on the channel. But what I did have on the channel was the 54% wine cask version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. And what that is, that's a multi-cask vatting, I believe, of the barrel ends. When they don't have enough for a case, well, then it doesn't go into a case. It just stays in the barrel. So they take those, I think, and they put them together, and they make their wider releases. And I think I've got that here. So this review will be coming up as well. I'm not sure. Probably the Vinho Barrique will come first, and then this one will come afterwards. Now, this is the KAVALAN Sherry Oak 46% ABV. And I highly recommend that you get yourself a bottle of this. You must get a bottle of this. If you love sherry, you must have a bottle of that 46%. It is just an unreal sherried whiskey, and it will become your everyday go-to for sherried whiskeys. Absolutely it will. For sherry monsters, that's probably near the top. If you're talking under, I guess that's about 120, 130. So if you're talking under $120 Canadian, under $100 US, about $90 in Taiwan, I believe. Anyway, no, that's much. That's about 60, I think, 60, 50. The Solist X Bourbon is $100, 90 something in Taiwan. Okay, with water the nose for the Solist Vinho Barrique from KAVALAN. Cheers. That's more like it. Oh yes. I'm getting some fresh, well-used humidor. So there's a slight cigar note. But slight cigar note. The wine has really ramped up here. This could be the nose of a fortified red wine. Oh boy. Still lots of vanilla there. That strawberry, that cocoa. Dark chocolate coming through here on the nose. Very nice with water. All right, the palate then with water. Cheers again. Fresh figs. Really, really, really fresh prunes. A vanilla custard. That milk chocolate, dark chocolate. Summer berries, fresh summer berries, with a little bit of a vanilla kind of creme fraiche on top. Ooh, that makes me hungry. The finish is, again, a bit of tobacco. There is toasted warm oak. A little bit of something like Manitoba maple syrup. I kid you not. And really, really sweet, syrupy. Again, that kind of fortified wine, like sherry. Sweet sherry note there, even though this is wine. Maybe like an Amarone, maybe. Really delicious. Well, same beautiful long finish. A little bit fruitier with water added. You get a little bit more of a fruit experience when you add water to this KAVALAN Solist Vinho Barrique. And again, that's W13 0116 019A, bottle 67 of 180. Now this goes for $280 in Alberta. This goes for close to $500 here in Manitoba. And I think $280 is good value for this cask strength, delicious whiskey. So let's get on to the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for KAVALAN Vinho Barrique, imported by Truth Malters here in Canada. And this was from the Winnipeg Whiskey Club's February event. We have a St. Paddy's Irish whiskey theme coming up from March 2020. Come and join us. Anyway, the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for KAVALAN Solist Vinho Barrique, what's that going to be? It's going to be 92 out of 100. You heard it, 92 out of 100 is the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for KAVALAN Solist Vinho Barrique. Delicious stuff. I think I have one final little sip here. Cheers to the Winnipeg Whiskey Club. Cheers to Ian Chang, and a big cheers to Truth Malters. Well done, guys. Delicious. Subscribe to WhiskyWhistle. Hit the bell so you're notified of the future Whiskey Whistles through your email inbox or your notifications on your smartphone. And come and join the Winnipeg Whiskey Club if you're in Winnipeg. And if you're enjoying the WhiskyWhistle content, join the WhiskyWhistle crew on Patreon, patreon.com/WhiskyWhistle. All right, take care, everyone. See you for the next one. Bye now.